Hi guys, I'm sure you have seen that movie. If you have not seen that movie showing now, Love in Every Word by Omoni Oboli on YouTube, you are living on a rock, under a rock. You are living under a rock, trust me. Because I wouldn't lie to you, peer pressure made me go and watch that movie. Like, I was just seeing it. I do movie reviews on my page every Saturday, and I kept seeing the reviews, love it, love in every word, love it. I'm like, YouTube. I don't really watch much of those YouTube movies. I'm like, okay, let me go watch it. And then I watched it. I'm like, I was just grinning like this, smiling from year to year because love is sweet, man. Love is so sweet. If you're in love, or you've ever been loved, you would know what I'm talking about. So I want to talk about some of the lessons or points, that I've seen from that movie from the point of a therapist. Of course, my name is Lara Kudai Sidon Momo, and I'm a cognitive behavioral therapist and a family life coach. So I'm going to be telling you some of the things I've seen in that movie. Number one, if you remember from the beginning of the movie, Bam Bam and that guy, Bam Bam, okay, what's her name? Her name is Chioma in the movie. Let me not call her real name. Chioma in the movie, was in love at the beginning with a guy. And from what they tell us or what they've shown to us, she spends a lot on that guy. Do you know what that means? It means that she's had history of guys where she's the one who always spends more on them. She always give them money. She's the one in charge. She's the one in control and all of that in that situation. That is a red flag. If this happens to you, if this is what you are doing as a woman, it is not right. You are the woman. No matter how much money you have, you can help, but you don't start to finance from the beginning to the end a man. You don't take charge in the relationship. You don't, that's when you go into your masculine energy. And we got to understand the reason for this towards the end of the movie. And which brings me to point number two, which is the fact that she had a father wound. You know what we call father wound in therapy is probably you have issues with your dad growing up, or you didn't grow up with your dad, or your dad abandoned you or neglected you emotionally, which was what Chioma in the movie experienced. And what that meant was that, from what her friends said towards the end of the movie, was that her father, who was a very influential rich man, who spoke with the Igbotic accent, had met her mom and impregnated her mom. I think they married. I can't remember now. I can't remember. Don't you not write me. It's kind of been a while that I've seen the movie. You get so, but I think that what happened was that I think he married her mother, but they found out later on that the man was already married earlier with other kids. So Chioma's mom in the movie was the other woman, and they didn't even know until a woman came to harass them. So for her, that was devastating for Chioma because that's emotional abandonment, emotional neglect, betrayal. There's something we call the inner child wound. There's humiliation wound, there's inner child wound, there's abandonment wound, there's injustice wound, and so, and another one. But for that, that's a betrayal wound. That was somebody that she held so dear, somebody she loved, and that was a good betrayal on her part. So because of that, she swore that she would never be with any Eastern man, which is where she's from, who represents, like a father figure. She would never be with any Igbo man. She would never date anybody with her father, because her father had an accent. Somebody as influential as that man. So I'm sure this is a trauma response from Chioma, which is what a lot of people do. You are now operating based on your last relationship, based on, because of this, I will not do this. That's a trauma response. What you need to do is to go and heal. Go and heal from that problem. Go and heal from that trauma instead of reacting based on that trauma. So that's what happened. That was why she kept choosing men that she would now be the man, in quotes, in the relationship, because she was trying to avoid marrying a man like her dad. And do you know how fate works? She met a man exactly like her dad, who was so in love with her. Odogu Parara. His name was Obiora in the movie. And the guy was so in love. He was so patient. I've seen a lot of reviews, on social media about this. And they're like, Uzo Arukwe. By the way, Uzo is a fantastic actor. In case you get to see this, Uzo, man, me, I'm your number one fan. That guy, like, I've seen him murder a lot of things. Good job, bro. Good job. So I've seen different reviews. People are saying, yeah, he did not this thing. He overacted. The accent wasn't always consistent. There are all rishi that I have heard. But let me tell you, that behavior, or not behavior, sorry, that act, he nailed it, because it wasn't just money that he brought. He was a good listener. He was there for her. He was slow to anger, even though she did all sorts to him. And that guy was, exactly represented Chioma's dad, because they looked, they spoke the same way. He was as, influential as her dad. If she almost didn't marry this guy. Thank God she eventually agreed. Of course, it's a movie. It always ends well. Of course, thank God she agreed to marry the guy in the movie, eventually. But in real life, there are women that have missed good opportunities, ample opportunities, fantastic opportunities, because trauma response. This somebody from Kogi broke my heart the other time. All Kogi men are terrible. Edo man broke my heart. All Edo men, don't do this. That's a trauma response. One person, two, three, four, five people does not do not represent the collective behavior of a tribe. Stop doing that to yourself. So thankfully, she agreed to marry him. What I saw in this movie is love. The guy just loved her. Sometimes, let me tell you, I have seen people like this, and this is one of the, I also this movie cements one of my belief systems, that true love can heal. Trust me. It's just that we don't have people that love effortlessly like that. But I have seen it happen, in the course of my work, in some people that I know. Sometimes when you love another being wholeheartedly with everything, you can heal them. You can heal them from fear. You can heal them from pain, past trauma. You can heal them. Why? Because the thing is that people want to love. People want to marry. But their problem is because all they have known is pain. All they have known is fear. All they have known is heartbreak. So everybody's holding back. Nobody wants to give everything. And I like that fact too that Chioma did in that movie. I like the fact that she allowed herself express her love. You don't see a lot of women do that, especially women that have been through betrayal, the inner child wound of betrayal that I said from her dad. You don't see them go all out like that to express their feeling. You don't see them allow. See, one thing you need to learn from this movie is the femininity of the Chioma girl. She was so feminine. She accepted the love. She received the love. Yes, so she was trying to be masculine in the beginning. But this also speaks to the fact that we say some women, or a lot of women are masculine. But when they are properly loved by a masculine male, you will see your femininity come out. So you men complaining, she's always masculine, she's doing gra gra. It's because you are allowing her to take the masculinity angle. You are not loving her wholly. You are not stepping up to that challenge of being a male in every aspect of the word, which was what that guy did in that movie. He was a man. Like, that guy had money. He could call chef. He could do everything. But look at it. When he drove her, he would come down and open her car. He would pay for her things. He would buy things for her. He would do all sorts for her. That is being a man. And not just the money. Did you see where, I think it was when they met, and then she slept on the bed, he slept on the chair. That's security, that's protection. That's somebody who listens, that's somebody who is there for you. Oh, thank God I'm married though. This movie is just, when I was watching, I was just like, hey, now. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. True love exists. I know this is a movie, but I am telling you, if you allow yourself, be open to love, you will find true love. That's my own story. I'm sure you guys know my story by now. I got healed from having a child at 19, 14 heartbreaks, 15 abortions, and a divorce. Thankfully, today I'm remarried, I have kids, I'm thriving. Now I help people heal from trauma and find happily ever after. If you can heal from your trauma, if you can be open and change your belief system of all men are bad, Igbo men are terrible, Yoruba men are this one, Yoruba demon are this one. Belief system controls you. Change your belief system and you will see how your life will get well. So guys, suggest to me in the comment section, which movie do you want me to review next week? I also review international movies too, by the way. So it's not, don't just but please don't suggest Korean movie. Don't. Oh, I don't do Korean movie. Oh, all of you. I'm already looking at you with side eye. See you next week Saturday. Suggest though in the comment section. And what do you also think of this movie? Do you like it? Do you hate it? What do you think? Thank you for watching. I always say before I leave that it is never too late to start over. Bye for now, guys.